Depending on where you're standing in the library, some of these branching formations might appear as one because of the way that they visually overlap. Other moments, they read sort of independently, but they're really all interconnected. I'm Angie Seykora, and I am a process-based visual artist. I make sculpture that is inspired and motivated by different formal qualities of the material world around us. I would describe the work that's on display as a hanging sculptural installation. There are 10 contact points in which the work hangs down from steel cables that attach 10 different steel branching structures, and attached to these individual branching structures are tens of thousands of beads. The beads are attached to the steel structures with individual units of steel wire that I hand cut and I looped by hand to create almost a chain, a very lightweight linear chain in which all of these beads connect. The inspiration really came from some of the materials I had acquired previously and was looking at and questioned, okay, some of these are already kind of accumulating into these somewhat small forms. What happens if that's amplified even further? The sculpture is hung from a 40+ foot high ceiling. And so I really wanted to push that idea, taking something really small to that large and great extent, and seeing how a sort of new form could grow from these methods in which often continue to find their way into my practice. It's not a simple work. It's extremely complex, but the individual unit is relatively simple. I believe that the work makes sense to live in and exist within Omaha's Central Public Library as a work that's made out of seemingly everyday materials. I find great possibility and potential in the physical material world around us as a sculptor. But I think of the library as a space in which there is possibility. There are vast resources in which we can discover new things. I hope that my sculpture is a resource, just like the books and some of the other things that are at people's fingertips within the library. I believe in the transformative power of art to be a vehicle for change in the way that we think about the world around us, the way that we interact with the world around us, to understand that there is great possibility. I think that's an entry point within the work, and I really hope that that's something that can be accessible or a point of connection with my work for people who experience it.